Hi, I'm Andre, and I'm a Pac nerd wearing a Pac-Man hat because I'm talking with Dennis Lee, who's telling us about a brand new Pac-Man game. So Dennis, can you tell us about this new game?
Yeah, definitely. So this year is Pac-Man's 30th anniversary.
Woo!
So we're having a party. So we're releasing Pac-Man Party exclusively for the Wii. So Pac-Man Party, the main new mode that we created is something called Party Mode. So in this mode, you can play with up to 4 players. And if you don't have 4 players with you at the moment, you can play with computer characters.
Nice.
And you can play as Pac-Man, any of the ghost monsters, or there's 3 new characters that are also in there. They're Wolfa, Patra, and Roger. So you can play any of these characters, and you will go into one of 5 different worlds. So there's like a Halloween themed one, there's a meadows, there's an ice level, and there's a bunch of different stuff. And you play as the characters, you go around the board, almost like a board game, and you're gonna end up building castles. And you build castles, they're kind of like your property, and then when you go around to the cookie factory, you're gonna get cookies, and you're gonna get bonus cookies for every castle that you have.
Now, of course, the thing that separates you from the board games is in addition to going across the board, you have some really cool mini games that you can play. So you can tell us a little bit about those?
Anytime that you land on a castle on someone else's castle, or if someone else lands on your castle and tries to take it over, what happens is everyone plays a mini game. So the mini game will determine if you successfully defend your castle or if your opponent successfully attacks your castle and then they take it over. So you play one of over 50 mini games, so there's a ton of different games you can play. There's actually also a single player story mode. In the story mode, you're gonna play the mode from the party game, but you're gonna play single player. So if you're by yourself and you just wanna play and you don't have other people to play with at the time, you can play through the story mode, you'll play as Pac-Man, and it'll go through all the different worlds, and you'll meet all his new friends and all the characters, and then you get to play through that.
And that's good that you kind of set that up, because sometimes the problems with the party games is you don't have a bunch of people playing with you, and some other party games, which we won't mention, sometimes forget that. And it seems like you guys got like a good single player experience. So whether you're by yourself or whether you're with friends, then you can play this game in some kind of way that's fun. So.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, the development team, they looked at all the different other types of party games and the video game board games that are out there already, and they looked at them and they thought, like, all right, how can we improve on what's happened? So they went through, they looked at all the comments and the forums and message boards and all the feedback that was coming in on all the other games, and they thought like, okay, we're going to try and make sure that we correct any of the shortcomings of the other games. So the single player mode, that's one thing we added, being able to jump into the mini games right away without having to unlock stuff. They want to do that as well. One of the other things which actually is really, really cool with the game in the party mode is that everyone plays and moves at the same time. So all of the characters are going to play an interactive game in order to decide how many squares they're going to go. So it's kind of like rolling the dice, but everyone does it at the same time, and then everyone moves at the same time.
Oh, that's so great.
Exactly. So it's more playing, less waiting. So instead of playing a 4-player game and then I have to wait for 3/4 of the time, everyone's actually playing all the time. Everyone's always engaged. So that's great.
That's so good, because I always would hate that in the party games. Just like roll my dice and then
wait. Exactly.
So now let's talk about Pac-Man here, because for 30 years old, he's looking kind of good. I mean, he looks a little bit younger than he did before. Like, what? I noticed there's some different designs now with the Pac-Man.
Yeah. So for Pac-Man Party, we've gone in and we redesigned the characters. We tried to make them look, again, very iconic, and anyone who looks at any of the new characters, whether it's Pac-Man or the Ghosts, they're easily recognizable as Pac-Man or the Ghost. But at the same time, they're much more expressive. You can really see, even just from a still shot or from the animation, you can really get a sense of their character, who they are, and everyone, it's just overall very expressive.
Yeah, I mean, like, you got, and check out these hairstyles. I mean, you got Inky, he's got the hair,
Blinky, got a little cap going on.
Yeah. Clyde's a little,
Clyde's a little big.
Got a little bigger.
He gained a little bit of weight, you know?
And then Pinky is a girl.
Pinky's a girl.
Which, hey, we don't judge. That's cool, Pinky. That's pretty cool. So that's great. And look at these shoes. I want these shoes right here.
The shoes are cool.
They need to make those. They need to make those for real. Adidas or whoever. Nike.
Some Pac-Man shoes.
Make some Pac-Man shoes. I don't see Miss Pac-Man though. She's not around.
So Miss Pac-Man's not in Pac-Man Party at the moment.
Pac-Man trying to, he's 30, getting a little midlife crisis, trying to play the field, find a younger Pac out there. What you doing, Pac-Man?
He's out there. He's looking.
If you like someone yellow that eats dots,
Lots of fruit.
lots of fruit,
Lots of fruit.
very healthy, call 555 for packs. Thank you so much for the interview.
Yeah,
and
thanks a lot.
I'm gonna go Pac-Man Party. Pac-Man Party. Pac-Man Party. Waka 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 waka.